How's it going, guys? Valiant Style here, back for part 7 of What If All the Saiyans Joined the Sea Warriors. And I'm not going to take up any time, say anything extra. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. As we left off, Vegeta and Raditz had a very heated confrontation as Raditz cowered in fear, and Vegeta essentially challenged him into saying why should he help him and create a moon for him so he could go Great Ape. Raditz understood everything, yet only wants to buy time for them in order to beat Frieza. Because Raditz has this gut feeling, has this undying feeling that they can do it. He just doesn't know if it'll be Vegeta or his brother Kakarot. And it's in this moment that Vegeta goes ahead and says, fine, sending up a moon to the sky. Raditz slowly transforms as Vegeta looks on, saying, don't forget, you need to be able to control yourself while you're there. Hopefully you finally manage to do that. I'm off to go start my plan in becoming stronger. But I'm going to need those humans, those Earthlings, to help me, and the Namek boy. Keep Frieza busy while we take care of that. As Raditz is transforming, he barely is able to make out. Oh, great, Vegeta. As the growing happens, Piccolo is on the ropes. He's on the run and just merely being able to defend while getting some type of offense. But Frieza in his third form is too much for Piccolo. Even with the upgrade from Guru before he died, on top of fusing with Nail and all the training with King Kai, third form Frieza is still proving too much. He also doesn't have the wear and tear of fighting second form Frieza as he originally did. But even still, it's barely enough to keep him alive. As he defends and gets in a couple of shots here and there, it's almost as if Frieza is letting him to get some type of false security. But then both of them recognize something. Piccolo senses a power swelling. Frieza sees the ball grow, wondering exactly what it is, as the thuds can be felt, as the fur can be seen. Great Ape Raditz is here, and the first thing he does is unleash a very powerful punch towards Frieza's direction. As Frieza gets punched full force in surprise, not realizing what was going on, being sent careening into another plateau, another small island, completely destroying it. As Piccolo looks on, seeing that it's Raditz, recognizing that it's Raditz, but he stands on guard, wondering, does he have it under control? Is he like Goku was as a child, or is he like Gohan when he was younger? I feel like I said Gohan at first, but I also feel like I said Goku, so I apologize about that real quick. But anyways, going back to this, Piccolo stands at the ready just in case to see what happens. It's then a very deep and bellowing Raditz voice says, "It's alright, Piccolo, it's me. I don't have a lot of control over this. A lot of anger, a lot of primal instinct flows through me right now, but the only thing I do have is that it's directed at Frieza. As long as you back me up in that, I don't think there'll be a big problem." Piccolo chuckles and said, let's see what you can do in that big form. I don't think you'll be fast, but I'm sure all that power is going to be what we need in order to stop Frieza here and now. Frieza slowly rises up from the ocean as he looks on at Raditz, chuckling to himself. So the monkey thinks he can transform to beat me. How dare you, Saiyan! How dare you lay your filthy monkey hands on me! I will show you true terror. I will make sure there is nothing left of you. I will kill you in front of all your little friends. and make sure that it's the last thing you ever see is their horrified faces as you die. And you being the reason that they suffer now. Frieza launches himself towards both of them. Piccolo decides to ask Raditz to cover him with some blast as Raditz immediately sends off some small volley attacks from a mouth blast volley, sending them towards Frieza as Frieza ducks some, gets hit by one, swats one off to the side. Piccolo comes in, fighting off, sending some key volleys himself, fighting alongside, using his speed to his advantage, rolling around Frieza as Frieza's merely trying to just defend from what he would consider as mosquito bites, but these mosquito bites hurt a lot as he's desperately trying to get out. And then all of a sudden, similar to what Goku did against Jason Berter during their fight, when they showed up, he pulls out both his hands in either direction and blasts as surprisingly it pushes Raditz back a few feet. It takes a lot for Piccolo to be able to swat it away as it's sent into the sky and blows up. It's here that we go back to Vegeta. Vegeta sees Krillin being healed. Puzzled, he questions Namekian. What exactly are you doing to him, Namekian? Is he healed? Or is this some type of illusion? Dende is perplexed, puzzled, and in all honesty not wanting to answer Vegeta. For Vegeta is another person just like Frieza who killed many of his people. But he also senses a fear, senses a sincerity behind his questions. So he's not quite sure on exactly what to do, what to say to Vegeta here in order to get him to go away or just not bother with him. So, reluctantly, Dende just goes ahead and answers his question. No, this is really healing Krillin. Once I get done, Krillin will be back to normal as if he never got hurt. Vegeta says, that's perfect. Once you heal him, I bring him along with me. I'll go grab the young Saiyan boy. Referring to Gohan. He walks over to Gohan and merely says, there is a simple plan that I need you and the other Earthling to do, and that is, you're going to fight me, but I'm not going to fight back. I need you to beat me up very badly. Gohan's surprised. He doesn't know why Vegeta's basically asking him to beat the crap out of him. Gohan just outright asks, why? Why do I have to fight you? Why do I have to beat you up? Don't you see Frieza's a bigger problem? Look, if you're feeling guilty now, don't. We need your power regardless of what you did back on Earth. This Frieza guy isn't exactly, a walk in the park, Vegeta. We can't have you going on the deep end, off on the deep end, just because you're feeling self-pity. Vegeta grabs Gohan and says, this is not self-pity, boy. Know your heritage. And pushes him, throws him off to the side as he looks at Gohan. Whenever Saiyans fight, we get stronger. But if we're defeated, we can become even stronger than we would if we had won. That is the blood that runs in your veins, boy. The great Saiyan race. That is what we are. That is what we do. That is how we live. We live through combat in itself. Whether through defeat or through victory, we become stronger. It's just one provides more than the other. And what I need is for you to beat me up. You and the bald one. And then the Namekian can heal me. Gohan is reluctant. He's puzzled, but at the same time he does realize that this could work. So again, reluctantly, Gohan accepts. As they walk over, Krillin's standing up and explaining, like, yeah, wow. Gohan, did you know Dende could heal us? Gohan has a very serious, nervous look on his face as he nods his head and yes. Krillin asks him, what's going on? And Vegeta pretty much re-explains his plan. As Krillin basically goes off on a tangent similar to Gohan and why Frieza is the problem, not him. Vegeta merely looks on and says, "We have no time for this. I need you to beat me up now. Or at least nearly kill me. One or the other. Choose." Both of them don't want to nearly kill Vegeta just in case they accidentally do. So they get into fighting stance and they slowly begin to beat up on Vegeta as Vegeta says, "No! You have to actually hit me. Fight like you mean it. Like I'm actually trying to kill you." As Vegeta swings at them, they dodge, and Gohan lays a powerful kick into him, causing Vegeta to cough up. It's where we see another small spike of Gohan. So the first spike that we would have seen in the actual series against Frieza's second form, we actually don't get to see at all. It kind of it lightly shows up here as he gets upset at Vegeta swinging as hard as he did because he felt that power. It could have seriously hurt them. So from here, a small fight is breaking out as Piccolo looks on from their fight, seeing that Gohan and Krillin are fighting Vegeta for some weird reason, and it puzzles him. Why are they doing this? As Raditz speaks up and saying, "Vegeta said he had a plan. I think I know what it is. You just need to trust him, Piccolo." They continue on with their fight as Frieza continues to duck and dodge more and more fighting and punches. It's here that Frieza gets frustrated and outright angry that while he's able to dodge their attacks, that his attacks don't seem to be doing anything to either of them anymore. At the very least, it doesn't appear to be so, and they're fighting through it for the sake of something that frustrates Frieza. He doesn't know what this something is, but they're like gnats, they're like roaches. They just won't go away no matter how hard he feels he smacks them. So he's going to have to make sure that there's nothing left of them. And he throws a vicious punch at Raditz deep right up into his Great Ape form face and knocks him on his butt. It's here that Frieza teleports nearby Raditz's tail and cuts it off in a very rough and ragged way, leaving Raditz to be deeply in pain. Piccolo yells out in concern while we go back to the fighting between Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta. Vegeta feels comfortable enough in getting his first power up, and then they heal him. And then they go at it again, but in order to save time, Vegeta straight up asks him and just putting out his body is like, "Hit me with as hard of attack as you can. Leave nothing behind and let the Namekian boy heal you too. Once this is done, you can go help them. The Namekian boy will then heal me in the meantime." It actually comes off as a very sound plan to Gohan and Krillin, considering everything. It's a quick thing to do while still keeping up with Vegeta's plan and getting him stronger. So it's here that Gohan powers up his Masenko and Krillin powers up a powerful Kamehameha. Vegeta readies himself as he sweats a bit, thinking to himself how crazy an idea this is, and hopes that they don't kill him. Otherwise, he'll make sure that they'll regret it in the afterlife somehow, knowing Vegeta and his bravado. But he's hoping that this will finally be enough to put down Frieza, as they both shoot Vegeta, sending him careening through 2 different Namekian islands, and that second one blowing up into a big DBZ-esque boom. The cloud, the power, cocoon, and all of that. Then we go back as Piccolo is yelling for Raditz, and Raditz is de-transforming. Frieza snickers until he's caught off guard by the blast from Vegeta landing into the other island. It catches him so off guard that he just looks over there and kind of laughs to himself. It looks like you are having internal troubles. It doesn't matter. For soon, you all will be dead. So, with Frieza saying this, Piccolo uses this chance to try and help Raditz and see what's going on with him, and Raditz is like, "There's not much more I can do from here, Piccolo, except try my best to fight with you." I'll do my best. And it's here that, with his smaller form and faster speed, yes, Raditz has lost some power to Frieza, but at the same time, they're actually landing more hits than they once did together, which angers Frieza yet again, as he was sitting here gloating and posturing, and they just bum rushed him. Frieza looks on until finally he kicks Piccolo out the way and pierces his hand through where Raditz's heart is. He exclaims out, "I've had enough of all of this!" And he tosses Raditz's body off to the side and blasts it, sending him careening into another nearby Namekian island, dead. Frieza's like, "You want to sit here and think you have hope? There is no hope, and I will show you now," as Frieza begins to slowly transform into his final form. Gohan and Krillin make their way back to where Piccolo is, with Dende healing them. Then Dende slowly makes his way over to Vegeta, trying to look for him. It takes him a little bit of time. It's not hesitating at this point anymore. It's about finding Vegeta. It takes him a little bit of time. He's searching throughout the island using the censoring capabilities to find him as best as he can, but even then it's not quick enough, as Frieza is able to complete his final form transformation as he glows and turns around, slowly moves his arms around just to get a feel for his old body. He mentions that there's only been 3 times I've had to really use this form. Interesting that this is the 4th. Once he finally finds Vegeta, he manages to heal him. With Vegeta fully healed, he just looks at Dende with a smug grin on his face, saying, "Thank you, Namekian. I can now take my rightful place as Emperor of the Universe thanks to you. I won't forget this. You might not even die once I'm done with Frieza," as he flies off towards Frieza's direction, and as Frieza looks on at Krillin, Gohan, and Piccolo, who's still pretty beat up. Krillin and Gohan are looking on to get ready to fight, and is not really sure what to do as they're waiting on Vegeta to show up. Frieza slowly makes his way over, and Gohan is just sitting here dumbfounded. What do? They don't know if Vegeta's fully healed yet, because we're rewinding a little bit just before Vegeta is healed fully, and Dende is looking for him. Gohan is thinking the worst. They're going to die. This is it. This is the end. And something snaps in Gohan. Something lets loose, as he yells very motivatedly, very passionately, and charges Frieza, punching him in the face, catching Frieza off guard, and essentially doing his big volley rush that he did against him in his 2nd form, and as well as his 3rd form that we've seen in the anime. And this goes on for a little bit, as Frieza's only at 10% power. But the fact that Gohan's even able to do this catches him off guard all the way through the final Masenko that he throws at him, and just knocks it back up at Gohan. And this is where, instead of Piccolo saving him, because Piccolo is still injured, Vegeta manages to make it back in time, knocking away Frieza's blast, which just makes him more upset. But it doesn't show on Frieza's more regal final form. He just looks on to Vegeta as he says, "You're all like cockroaches, aren't you? Simply coming back after I've squashed you already. How many times will it take? Doesn't matter. It's only a matter of time." Vegeta sits here, retorts back very confidently. I'm sorry, I don't have anything for Vegeta except maybe, "Oh yeah, Frieza, it's you Goku shall know the true fear now, for I, Prince Vegeta, have finally ascended to a Super Saiyan. It is time you knew the fear that you once put on my people. It is time that you knew true terror. It is time for you to get your just desserts. And I'm just the man to do it. From there, we have Vegeta just going in, fighting Frieza, and being completely honest, it's a little bit similar to what happened to him in the anime. The only major difference that we get here is Vegeta is now able to fight Frieza at 50% power. And we'll get to that part and reasoning a little bit more in part 8, but for now we're going to focus on this last little bit as Vegeta sends out that final blast and all hope is just lost out of him. Dende has already made it back and healed Piccolo as the others watch on. But as Vegeta starts to lose hope, they all together charge Frieza at once. Vegeta sees this as an opportunity and charges himself, and Frieza just like uses a quick power up to 60% to blast everybody away from him and into the Namekian earth below them, or ground. Then, with Vegeta beaten up, he's got the death beam through his shoulder. Dende is scared. Dende is afraid, but he knows he can help. He knows he can help make him stronger. Now, Dende starts to try and slowly make his way over as everyone is away, and Frieza merely looks at Dende and says, I now know what you can do. And that's where Frieza just outright kills Dende. And it looks over to Vegeta. Now I see how you got so strong. You had that Namekian boy heal you. Well, we'll have none of that anymore. And thus, the last of your hope is truly dead, Vegeta. It's here that Goku now finally gets out of the healing pod, and this is where we're going to pause it. Goku senses everything. Vegeta is on death's bed. Everybody is knocked out around them. Dende is dead. All hope seems lost, and we've pretty much reached full circle where the anime events originally were. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this. And until next time, guys, I'll see you next time in part 8.
言葉を知ってるか。さらに向こうへ。うるせえ。